My friend injured my eye, and I lost half my vision. How do I continue this friendship?
Plus 3 updates.
I'm 𝗙𝗂𝗹𝗹, currently in dental school, and recently, my friends and I went to play badminton on campus. I was paired with a partner, and we were playing really well. After a while, we decided to rotate partners, and I got paired with a girl I'll call Dana. She doesn't usually play sports, but she seemed really eager to be my partner, so I agreed. While we were playing, we kept bumping into each other. I don't think she's very good at sports. Even when I called for the birdie, she would still try to hit it. Long story short, we collided again, but this time, she swung her racket directly into my eye. I lost my vision for about 2 hours. Everything went completely gray, and I ended up going to the ER. Dana was laughing the entire time, but I feel like it was nervous laughter. I tried to stay calm and positive because all my friends were there, and I didn't want to create tension. We're also going to be in the same class for the next 4 years, so I didn't want to make things awkward. However, the whole time, she just kept laughing. Even at the ER, she was still nervously giggling. The next morning, I had to see an ophthalmologist at 8 a.m., and the tests they did were both uncomfortable and painful. I couldn't help but think about how I was spending my one day off from dental school at the doctor's office, instead of taking a break like I had planned. My eyes were dilated from the exam, and everything was blurry for about 7 hours, so I couldn't even study. The doctors told me I have damage to my retina and some bleeding in the back of my eye. My vision might return in 1 to 4 months, but there's a risk that the vision loss could be permanent. A few days later, we had a get-together with the same group of friends, and Dana was there. She was laughing the whole time and even made jokes about my eye. It bothers me that she doesn't seem to understand the seriousness of the situation. At this point, I feel like I should ask her to compensate me for my Uber fees to and from the hospital, as well as my optometry appointments. I didn't go to class today because my eye wasn't feeling great, and I honestly didn't want to see her. Then I saw a group photo of her and our classmates out for sushi, smiling widely, and it made me even more upset. I'm not sure how to handle this. I don't want to create drama or tension, especially with our other friends in the group. But I'm also really angry and scared that this vision loss might be permanent. How do I continue this friendship? I don't know what to do. I don't think her parents know, and I haven't told mine because they're on a long-awaited trip to Europe, and I don't want to worry them. I just feel stuck. Update 1. OMG. I did not expect this post to gain so much attention. I'm trying my best to read everyone's comments, so I apologize if I don't respond to all of them. Just a quick update. I reached out to Dana, as some of you suggested, and asked her for compensation. I told her I wanted to maintain good relations and be transparent about my situation. I explained that I've been paying for everything out of pocket, which hasn't been easy, and that this vision loss has taken a toll on my mental health as well. She replied,
"Yes, of course. Let me know how much, and I can send you what you need."
Then, she sent me $200, even though I hadn't mentioned an amount. She said it should be enough for now. For some reason, her response felt empty. It was like she was compensating for broken glasses rather than the severity of what happened. It seemed like she just wanted to send the money and be done with it, but at least I know she's open to covering the costs. Over the past few days, she's been going out, eating sushi with friends, apple picking, and having fun. She seems completely unaffected. I don't expect her to fall to her knees, apologizing profusely, nor do I need any special treatment. But I'm not sure her reaction is appropriate given the situation. If I hit my friend in the eye, causing them to go to the ER and lose half their vision, I'd feel extremely worried. I don't think I'd be able to enjoy going out, but that doesn't seem to be the case for her. I told my close friends about it, and they agreed. I know some of you mentioned similar thoughts as well. Emotionally, I've decided not to see her or treat her as a friend anymore, just as a classmate. Some of you suggested that, and you're right. She doesn't seem like a friend at all. It's been a really hard few days. I struggle to see in low light, and my right eye has a dark blind spot. In bright light, it's okay but still blurry. Adjusting to this has been tough, and it's even harder figuring out how to tell my family. I really appreciate everyone's support and encouragement. It warms my heart, and it gives me hope that things will get better. Today, I went to my family optometrist for a checkup, and he told me I'll be okay and there's nothing to worry about. He saw the blood in the back of my eye and said I'll have some visual impairment for about a month, but fortunately, he already sees signs of healing. My eye starts to hurt if I use it too much, probably because it's trying to adjust to the dark spot covering the top half of my vision. I've been keeping it closed when it hurts, so I plan to wear an eye patch to relieve the strain. Unfortunately, I'll have to wear it in class too. I'm really glad to hear that this will only be temporary. I was upset, wondering why this happened to me, but maybe it's an early sign that I need to stay away from Dana. I usually try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not sure she deserves it this time. Honestly, I don't even know if I want her $200 anymore. It feels like dirty money to me, so I might just send it back. I may update again later. Thank you all for now. Edit. I just wanted to add, I'm not sure how feasible it would be to sue Dana. As a dental student with a lot of student debt, I don't think I'd be able to afford it. And perhaps this would be something to do if I lose my vision permanently, rather than the state I am in right now. Unless anyone has any further advice on this subject. Update 2. I've read some of the more recent comments, and I see people saying to just take the money and get over it, or to stop checking her social media. To clarify, the photos I'm seeing are ones she's been sharing in our group chat, not on social media. I haven't looked at her social media, nor am I interested. It's been 3 days since the accident, and I've spent those days at the hospital, ophthalmologist, and optometry clinic. I missed out on events and hangouts organized by friends and school because of my eye, while she attended every single one, even the night of the accident. I also haven't been able to attend class or study properly. Meanwhile, she's been sharing how much fun she's having with our classmates, which makes me question why she's suddenly sharing more photos when she didn't before. It almost feels like she's trying to make me feel left out. Again, I know this was an accident. I don't want her life to be miserable. I don't need her to mourn or fall to her knees and apologize. I just wonder about her intentions. I don't expect her to be consumed with guilt, but I did expect my friend to show some concern. I didn't expect her to laugh when she hit me, laugh when I said I couldn't see out of my eye, laugh or gossip while we were in the ER, or still go out having fun the same night, and post photos in our group chat while I spent those days going to hospitals and clinics, worried that this might be permanent. I don't need her to feel super guilty or cry for days, but as a friend, I would have hoped for some support. Her actions just felt a bit insensitive, given the situation. I've seen mixed responses too. Some suggest suing her, forgetting about it, or even ending her dental career. Haha. For now, I think I'll just communicate with her privately and see how things go. As for the money, I could keep it, like some of you mentioned. But thinking long term, I hope that $200 isn't used against me in the future. That's my biggest concern. Some people have questioned whether she's a true friend, so I'm trying to stay cautious. Not being able to see properly out of one eye has been scary and an adjustment. I called my parents today to tell them what happened, and they were really worried. But I reassured them, and the conversation ended on a good note. So I'm glad that part went okay. I appreciate everyone's feedback. Update 3. I've been receiving some kind messages privately, wishing me a speedy recovery, and I really appreciate it. They've been giving me a lot of strength and positivity. I don't use Reddit often, but I truly value this supportive community. So, thank you. At the same time, I've also received messages telling me to F myself and to grow up. I didn't expect such responses. With that, I think this will be my last update. Thank you again for your support and feedback. I truly appreciate the positivity. Wishing you all the best.
A commenter.
My dude, you can't have your cake and eat it too. By now, you should have realized that Dana doesn't really care about your eye, your costs, or you in general. She's not your friend. A real friend would have apologized, asked how they could help, offered to take you to appointments, or helped you study to make up for lost time. She did none of that. So, step 1, realize there's no friendship to continue. Dana is not a friend. Step 2, you need to decide whether you want to be compensated or avoid creating drama. You can't have both. That much is clear, since Dana doesn't care about you, but cares a lot about herself. As you've probably noticed from her attitude, even when you two were just playing, doing what she wanted. If you don't want to rock the boat, well, then keep doing nothing. If you want compensation, talk to a lawyer and figure out your options and chances. Those will vary depending on where you live, of course. Once you're well informed, decide what you want to offer Dana. If you feel like extending that kindness, see what she says. If she refuses, leave it to your lawyer.